in the question they have provided that the body of mass m 10 kg, it is acted upon by two perpendicular forces, that is 8 Newton and 6 Newton. Supposing that the force 8 Newtons as a F1 and the second force F2 as a 6 Newtons. Now they are asking us to find the resultant acceleration of the body. In order to find the resultant acceleration of the body, first we need to find the resultant force acting on the body. When we find the resultant force acting on the body, then when it is divided by the mass, then automatically we can obtain the resultant acceleration. So in order to find the resultant force between them, we know that we know the magnitudes of the both forces, and we know that the angle between them is 90 degrees. Then when we can directly use the formula, that is F resultant, magnitude of F resultant is given by under root F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. Here, whatever here the theta is the angle between F1 and F2, and we know that the angle between F1 and F2 is 90 degrees. So cos 90 degrees will be equals to 0. So when we solve this further, we get that under root F1 square plus F2 square. Okay. So when I substitute here, I get that under root 6 square plus 8 square, which is equals to under root 100, and its value is equals to 10. So we got the force, resultant force acting on the body is 10. So we can get the resultant acceleration as 10 newtons by, here we know that the mass is 10 kg. When we solve this further, we get that the acceleration is 1 meter per second square. The value of acceleration is 1 meter per second square. Now they are all, not only that, they are also asking the angle the angle of the resultant acceleration with respect to 8 Newton force and with respect to 6 Newton force. Let us suppose the angle made by this resultant acceleration be alpha. Then in that case, our tan alpha will be equals to opposite by adjacent, opposite side by adjacent. Here the opposite side is F2. So we get that F2 by F1, that is equals to, we know that 6 newtons by 8 newtons. When we solve this, we get that the tan alpha is equals to 3 by 4. So now they are asking only just angle, that is the alpha angle, that is the angle made by the resultant with the 8 newtons is equals to tan inverse of 3 by 4. So our option C matches with our answer, that is the 1 meter per second at the angle of tan inverse of 3 by 4 with respect to 8 newtons we got here. So option C is true. Coming to angle with respect to 6 newtons, the resultant acceleration, let us suppose the resultant acceleration makes the angle of beta with the force F2, that is 6 newton. Then in that case, we know that we know that the beta is equals to 90 degrees minus alpha, and when we apply tan on both sides, we get that tan beta is equals to tan of 90 degrees minus alpha. According to the trigonometric rules, we can find that the tan beta is equals to cot alpha, and we know the cot alpha from here. Since the tan alpha is equals to 3 by 4, cot alpha will be reciprocal of it, that is 4 by 3. So we got the tan beta as 4 by 3. Now we need only the beta, that is the angle made by the resultant acceleration with the 6 Newton force, that is equals to tan inverse of 4 by 3. So we can get that the resultant acceleration makes the angle of tan inverse of 4 by 3 with the 6 Newton force, that is our option A is true. So overall option A and C are true.